Heaven knows just what you need. Let all good things rain down on every planet seed. Soleil transformation, that's me. Hi, and welcome to Soleil Transformation. I am Soleil T. Rain, your partner in transformation. The question that started me on my journey to becoming an awakened being is, who am I and how did I come to be? I learned that I am a seed full of potential. The name I have serves as a filter of that potential. Many don't recognize that when you have a name, it either is a key that unlocks everything that's inside of you, or it's a key that bolts and locks everything that is inside of you to not be expressed. That's something I learned early on in my adult life, that I needed to have a name that allowed me to fully express everything that I am, good, bad, the ugly, and allow me to make choices for myself. You know, a part of me was afraid, a part of me was apprehensive, a part of me wondered what would happen in this new journey that I'm embarking upon. So I wanted to keep the friends, I wanted to keep the family members, I wanted to keep the people that reminded me of the good that I had done in life, or that I had been for them, or how I showed up a certain way. And they could vouch for me if something happened. They could tell others, oh, she's good people. Oh, she's so sweet. She's so nice. She's beautiful. But that didn't serve me. Holding on to those people, not knowing what they harbored within themselves, did not serve me to be this new creature, this new being that I was stepping out to be. So it took me a lot longer to fully come into my own and to fully be unapologetically me. Yeah, I had moments where I was me and I showed up, but with apologies, with, oh, I'm so sorry. Did I offend you? Did I step on your toes? Did I say something that hurt your feelings? Oh, you're not ready to hear that yet? Okay, well, I'll shut up. You know, yeah, that's not who I'm choosing to be today. So I'm starting at zero. And I would definitely advise that this is a great place to start for anyone on any level. This is before you begin to portray any aspect of yourself, before you begin to engage with anyone, before you begin to show up to any platform or anything, any task, any relationship. You want to start at zero, knowing that you feel good about what you're about to do. Feel good about what you're about to say, about what you're about to experience even, and even knowing how you feel about those you're connecting with in the near future. If you start at ground zero or level zero and you don't feel complete, you don't feel whole, you feel like you need to ask somebody something, if you feel like you need to knock on somebody's door or ask them, is this okay? How does this look? Can you help me zip my dress? Can you help me tie my shoes? How does my hair look? Is my part straight? If there's any aspect of your beingness that has to be touched on by someone else, then you're not truly at ground zero. You're not truly ready for number one. You're not truly prepared for where you're going. You're still fragmented, and you still need to be in the cocoon. You still need to be in that place, because once it's time to fly, you have to use your own wings. How you do anything is how you do everything. How you choose to show up from ground zero is how you're going to have to maintain the altitude or struggle. If you're shaky starting out, you're probably going to be shaky for the majority of the journey. So be solid from the very beginning. Either we're given everything in life. A lot of times when we see children who grow up and become something in life, there's a transition, there's a transformation, there's something that happens. It's based on what their upbringing was or what they experienced coming into this realm. Maybe they've been given everything. Maybe they've been told everything and how to do everything, how to handle everything properly. And they embark upon the path that teaches them how to release the actual abundance that they have within them. So they're setting out on a journey to use every tool that's in their toolbox, dumping out, expressing, releasing the balloons that they're holding on to. Like the movie Up, you have all of these balloons that's keeping you afloat, but something has to be released in order to see what's actually there and underneath it all. And the other side of it is we can begin with nothing or very little in life, not having been given anything, being made to struggle, being made to fend for ourselves early in life. Maybe our parents were workaholics, they were absent, they left us alone a lot, and maybe they didn't have much to share with us, but they did the best they could. So our journey starts off with us looking for that which will fulfill us. We're finding a way to open ourselves up so that we can receive everything that we need. And when we start with very little or with nothing seemingly, a lot of times it's because our fists are clenched. And sometimes we are angry. We are not opening up to receive anything from anyone. We're ready to punch walls and crush rocks for ourselves. But yes, it takes us softening that core existence to let us know that we can connect with others. We can be as we are and still be kind and still receive what others have so that it can help us along our journey. Whether it's something that's nourishing to us, maybe we need some tools that others have excess of. Maybe we need the right shoes to walk on the road that's paved before us. It's up to us to recognize at point zero how we're starting out. What are we doing here? How are we maneuvering through life? Do we have everything we need and are we here to simply express? Or do we step out on this stage looking to receive and giving gratitude for that which is prepared for us already and that which we will receive? Even after contemplating the quest to empty out, we ultimately find ourselves needing to receive again, and vice versa. Those who have taken in all that they can receive find that they find solace in giving. So even though you may start out with the need, once you've received everything that you need for yourself and you have it all established, if you needed a house, you went and earned money, saved it up, stored it up, prepared yourself to get that house, to get that car, to get on your feet. And once you got on your feet, you're ready to pay it forward. You're ready to help someone else. And then those who start out with everything that they could possibly need, go out giving, being a philanthropist, being a humanitarian, showing love, showing kindness, giving to the poor and feeding the hungry. They may in turn find themselves in need at some point in their lives in the future, and they would have to recognize how to humbly ask for what they need. Such is the ebb and flow of life. In my quest for self-development and journeying within my own process of transformation, I come across different things. I read about my own patterns in life, the energetic flow and aspects of my inner world. And I found this short clip of a text. It's not complete. I don't know what it said or what it should have said before this section. But it says, however, it is through this process of repetition and confrontation that you have the opportunity to break free from these cycles and heal your wounds on a deep level. And what I'm seeing this part is saying is that we will go through these cycles. We will be the giver. Then we will be the receiver. Then we will revert to being a giver again, and then a receiver again. But the process of repeating these aspects of our lives and confronting who we are on the inside and who we see outside of ourselves. This is the opportunity to break free of these cycles and to heal our wounds. Because when we decide to give to ourselves everything that we need and to be to ourselves everything that we can be, we won't have to look outside of ourselves. We won't have to even ask from others. The revolving circle of replenishment will be inwardly and outwardly giving to ourselves. And that light that flows from our hearts will flow from our crowns to our feet. And we will absorb that light when we have those times of challenge, when we find ourselves in dark places. We will recognize that the light is in us, even though everything around us looks dark and dim. It says, by bringing awareness to your patterns and choosing to respond differently, you can begin to rewire your brain and create new, healthier ways of relating to yourself and others. Either we're going to come and show up on the level of the default, what happens by default, or we're going to be renewed and find new ways to show up and new ways to express ourselves and feel joy and fulfillment. This is very vital to being on this journey of transformation. The need for transformation across the globe is widespread and very important. It's a great need for it. We must remember how multidimensional we are and take on the qualities that propel us forward in our evolution. You know, there's the shadow side and the highest states. We have these polarities and we bounce from one pole to the next so often. But when we get to a place of peace, of solidarity, of comfort even, we can go back to that place of zero, that starting point, anytime we choose to, and be settled within ourselves, not being tossed to and fro by the vicissitudes of life, but knowing that we can make it and we can stand and be an example for others. We don't have to try and teach them and instruct them and manipulate anyone to do anything that we have an agenda for, but we can simply live a life that's chosen by us and show others how they can do the same. So these are just some words that I'm sharing in regards to my own personal transformation. I hope these words have sparked a contemplation within you, that you may take on the mode and the intention of setting off to transform yourself from within yourself. Dig deep, seek the healing that you need, seek the inner voice that you need to hear. Listen, be still, and know that God is right there within you. I am Soleya T. Rain. It has been a pleasure sharing with you. This podcast is powered by Soleya T. Rain International Incorporated. We are here to transform lives.